Here's another thing I wanted to show you, just going off of James's tutorial. He did a great job with it. This is kind of where I'm at with this Bear Lodge Services logo. It's getting pretty close. It's it's not my favorite in some ways, but my brother really loves it, so that's all that matters for now. Anyway, let me go over here. So you see that I added some texture. Let me zoom way in. It's subtle, but you can see some roughness here. I didn't want things to be too smooth. I wanted things to be a little more bumpy and rough and textured because that's, the mood of this company that essentially is, a bulldozer. So how did I do that? And this goes back to the blending modes that, I'm going to create a new layer here. The blending modes that James was showing us. So let me create just a basic shape. And then I'm going to pull on a texture. And we'll go over this in more detail later. Need my symbols. So don't fret if this doesn't look like something you could repeat immediately. But I kind of wanted to put the blending modes into context in terms of why you would use them. So I have a texture here. This is the one that I used on that logo there. I'm going to pull it on top of my shape. And actually I have to make a sandwich with a shape, texture, shape. So I'm going to copy my shape. Just did. Move this on top. And then Command-Shift-V, paste in place. Now I'm going to create a clipping mask, which is to cut out this texture to adhere to the outlines of this rectangle. Selecting the top rectangle and the texture, control clicking and saying make clipping mask. Now you can't see this, but I still have that blue rectangle underneath of this texture. So if I go to my transparency panel, and that's what James did, and make this texture semi-transparent, you can see that blue peeking through. And it looks kind of okay, it just looks washed out, but if you play with these blending modes, you get some really nice subtle effects, which is usually what I'm going for. And I always just play with them to see which ones are giving me the results that I want. It's often darken or multiply, but it depends. So I'll go back to multiply, and I can play around with, just how much of that texture I want to come through. So that's it. Just wanted to give you a little bit of context with the blending modes and another way that you might use them and how I recently used them. And let me know if you have any questions.